There's a pink elephant in the room, and I am calling it out. Not everybody is looking forward to their holidays, and there's a lot you can do about that. Mostly it's because of people dynamics, and you can succeed with your people dynamics a lot better. Today I'm going to cover 3 different things in just a few short minutes. First of all, I want to give you the idea of knowing what you want to get out of all your people dynamics. This goes for holidays or any other time of year. You need to know what you really want to achieve with that relationship. What is your ideal? Now, maybe your ideal, it might take several steps for you to get that whole ideal fulfilled, but it can start now in the holidays. A lot of us are getting together with family. We don't see that often, and so you have that opportunity. Know what you want and think about it through in detail and use that as a mantra in every conversation you have. What do I want right now? What do I really want out of this conversation right now? And then that can be your guide when you're standing in front of somebody, and even your behavior before the holiday party or at the beginning. If you can show up early, you can use this as a guide. What do I really want to get out of this? And you can think about how you're going to align with what you want to get out of that interaction. So what do you want to do before the holiday, early in the holiday, during the holiday, at the end of the holiday, that fulfills and gets you what you want? So usually I'm thinking of one person in particular when I go to my holiday, and I might have history with that person and baggage with that person. And if I really want to get something new, if I want to open a new chapter with that person and imagine that I can have a whole different kind of experience with this person than I ever have before, this will play into my ability to have a better relationship and a better experience with that person. I'm going to let bygones be bygones, let it all flow under the bridge. And when that person shows up in front of me, I'm going to give them an opportunity to be something different for me. And then I'm going to be the person who can bring out something different in them. You know, we are creatures of habits. Us humans, we just go through so many routines and we habituate, and we definitely create patterns in our dynamics, in our people dynamics, in our interpersonal relationships. The dynamic between two people can get into a habitual track that's not really enjoyable or good for either person. And it only takes one person to decide, I don't want to play that game anymore. I'm not doing that dynamic anymore. It hasn't ever gotten me where I want to be. It's not something I'm interested in doing again. So if you make that decision, I want something better out of this relationship, and then you're the person who initiates that by not playing the same old thing. Think creatively. This is what I mean by knowing what you want to get and being prepared. Think creatively about how you would approach that relationship. Is it something with your body language? Is it something with your tone of voice? Is it something with your choice of topics? Are you aware that every time you bring up a certain topic with that person, it falls into the same old negative dynamic? So all of these things are things you can think of in advance of ever having that conversation, and it starts with your intention. And then when you get there in front of that person, conduct yourself. This is my second point. Conduct yourself in alignment with that intention. Like I just mentioned, things you do and don't say, things you do and don't bring into your behavior and into your body language and into your tone of voice is so important. We communicate so much through the body language of our tone of voice. And then the third thing I want to bring to you today is, I'm a spiritual teacher. I love communications, and I've really been enjoying this topic of communications and holiday connectedness and bringing relationships into the next level and giving you a lot of ideas about how to do that. And for me, if it were me, I always manage my energy really, really carefully as well. You can think about energy in the same kind of tone of voice way that I just mentioned. What is the tone of your energy? Are you coming in with an energy of battle armor? Are you coming in with an energy of worry or fear. And the thing that you need to know is when you carry these types of energies, these are vibrations and they attract like vibrations. So it's going to be a lot more challenging for you to do everything with just your body language and just your words and just thinking about everything in advance. If you can calibrate your energy, then you've really got a fighting chance, because then you're bringing everything into alignment. Because what you don't know is unconsciously, if you still feel worried and you still feel like you might have a battle with this person, then you are wearing that subconsciously in your energy field, and it's going to show up in your behavior, and it's going to show up in your energy, and that other person isn't really going to have the cues they need to go into a different habit. So let's just say your normal habit is to go into battle gear. You know, a lot of us have toxic people in our families who don't talk to us respectfully, who don't even see us, aren't valuing our contribution. A lot of us are, belittled or demeaned. These are some of the unfortunate things that can come out in the holidays when people are under a lot of stress and they don't know how to behave their best. They don't know how to act their best. So instead of doing battle armor, which is a totally human thing, I really, really get it, see that person for the hurt person they are. And when you can see them as who they are and as like, wow, they just don't really have good social skills at all. They are so limited, and they don't even know how to open the doors on a better relationship. All of that these are things you can see in these people who you may not, normally you may just feel like, I want to shut them out. So what if you were instead able to drop into your heart, to drop into your groundedness? So I'm going to just shift a little bit here on the camera because I'm getting really grounded. Taking a deep breath, I'm calming myself down. These are things you can do when you're standing in front of these people, you're about to see these people. I'm dropping my grounding cord down into the earth, all the way down to the earth. I'm letting the earth really support me. I'm going to feel my hips are solid and firm. My feet are planted on the ground. I feel a gravitational pull down to the earth, because when we're stressed, we tend to be up here, like all of our energy is in a bubble up here, and it causes anxiety and stress, and it's going to be counterproductive to having success with some of these relationships. So I'm grounded, and I'm going to take some deep breaths into my heart space. I'm going to think about kitties and puppies and sunsets and beautiful warm weather like it is here in Mexico right now. I'm about to go to the beach. And open your heart. Think about the people, places, and things that you really do share that love with. And get your heart relaxed and charged up a little bit. Now, if you're in the middle of the party, in the middle of the gathering, and you've just had a moment where like you got triggered and you're kind of like stressed out a little bit and you forgot all this stuff I'm telling you in this video today, go into the bathroom. Just go sneak into the bathroom. Nobody's going to notice. And just breathe and calm yourself down. Somebody just spoke disrespectfully to you and you're like, I'm just going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. They don't even know what they're doing. They're like little children. They don't even know what they're doing. You can rise above this. You can be the leader in the situation and get more connection and really be the person you want to be, regardless of who they are, regardless of what level of connection you're ever going to have with that person. You can be in integrity with who you most want to be in the holiday season. So remember these 3 tips I gave you today. Think about everything you can in advance, knowing what people are going to say and how they normally act and how you're going to do something different. And then bring those intentions into the moment of your holiday while you're standing in front of people, and drop your grounding cord, be grounded, and keep your heart open, and allow your own higher vibrational self to come through and do something different, to operate through you and to do something different in that moment and break those old habits. And you can be surprised. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but sometimes really amazing good things happen that you never would have expected. So here's wishing you the holiday of your dreams. I want to say thank you to my really good friend ZD for joining today, and for the rest of you watching this as a replay, thank you so much for joining me. And I'll be teaching a class on December 9th, just about a week. If you want more tips and you want to bring your specific holiday situations to me, I would look forward to welcoming you, warming up my holiday with your interaction. Have a fantastic day.